guys, so today I have a little surprise for you. It's not really a surprise to people who know me because they knew I was going to do this at some point in my life. So, as you can see, the end of my bed where Opal's cage used to be is no longer there, and it's now a washing basket and a chair. That's because Opal's been moved outside into a very large hutch. Next I have a very large cage here, which is for chinchillas, which actually holds my two new baby rats. Okay, so this is at the side of the cage, and you might be able to see Cass climbing up right now. He's the more adventurous one. Cass is mine. I've got two males, both Dumbo. This is Cass. He wants to climb on the cage. There you go. He's the more tame of the two. I bought one for me and one for my boyfriend, because obviously you have to buy them in pairs anyway, so I thought I could name one and he could. I'll show you Sora now. Sora is my boyfriend's rat, and he's a little bit more difficult to handle because he's the shy one and he's actually the runt of the litter. He's very small and doesn't like being held very much, but after a while he sort of calms down, so we'll see how it goes. He might not be out for very long. This is Sora. Casper's coming out too apparently. Get back in. This is Sora. He's very fast and doesn't like to be out, as you can see. But Casper won't leave us alone. I bought both the rats off a woman who lives in Massam, I think Ripon. She's very nice. She even let us hold the dad of these two babies, which was called Rolly, and he was very fat. Rats are very clean animals as it is, but they do obviously start to smell, especially because the babies, so they haven't chosen a place to actually go to the toilet every time now. So this is the cage. I have a chinchilla cage which we picked up from a woman in Liver's Edge. She let it go for £20 I think, with a chinchilla bath, which is where we got that from, because I was just going to get a rat cage from Pets at Home or something, but I kind of thought chinchilla cage is the right bar spacing, it'd be a lot more room for them, especially when they're older, because I'm just going to have to update the cage anyway. There's a door here which it just latches up and you lift it off and it pulls. Casper is straight at the door every time. These two wooden shelves which are here and here, and they're bolted on so they can't go anywhere. The first thing I made was this rope. I cut 3 strips, braided it and knotted both ends through here. Sometimes they use it, sometimes they don't. It's more Sora that uses this, but a lot of the time he does climb, but I've seen Sora use it more than Casper. What you'll see Casper playing with is a toilet roll on a shoestring that's tied through the roof because he likes to unravel all of it to the floor. And then I roll it back up on a morning so they can play with it again. This is a hammock I made. Sometimes they use it, sometimes they don't. They are very two-sided with that too. Sora always sleeps on the bottom floor, which has usually got this box in it, which was the bunny box that we cut up because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a hide for them, because you know you can keep rats just as well on a lower budget than you can on a higher budget. And underneath it there is shredded paper, because again I want to keep them warm because they're not on rat like bedding sort of stuff, they're on fleece, just because it's a lot easier to put in. You can keep it until it gets destroyed by them chewing it really. It just sort of needs washing. You just need to buy like a couple. I need to go out and get some more. You can get them from like pound shops and B&M Bargains. And you just sort of line the cage with it, put the other one in the wash. When that's done, take it out, and then you just sort of stack them. You can also use towels too. I've got a few towels up in one of the pet boxes. Next thing is the Ritz cracker box at the back. It's the Ritz cracker box, and it's just got little strips of the same materials, both of these little strips in there. Put a few strips in, then put a few Cheerios in, then some more, then more Cheerios. So they kind of go to search for the treats. They've got just a non-normal water bottle on the side, which is the same one that I use for the rabbit. Quite a lot of toilet paper tubes. I don't know why I keep putting these in because Sora is the only one who can actually fit through them. One of these wooden oars from Pets at Home. I can't remember the actual name of these. Next I've got is their little food bowl. It's just a light blue with little white spots in it. It's a ceramic one because it's heavier, and when they lean on it they can't spill it. But just in the bowl at the minute they have Pets at Home rat nuggets. Sora likes these a lot. A few Cheerios because Casper likes these. And a half-eaten little pet treat